behind you getting on stage?
Oh,
Just let, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
it's I don't know, I think about it a lot. Like sometimes I'm depressed or whatever. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I spending every night in a bar? But I love it, dude. That's real. Like, I like making people laugh. I like the community,
Yeah.
like hanging out with the open micers. I like working at the club that don't, Hyenas. I love all of it. So it's like, it's a lot better than fixing helicopters, Like, no one's telling me what to do. I'm doing it all by myself, and couldn't be happier.
Yeah. What about you? Why do you get on stage?
There's just like not a lot of things that I'm willing to like put that much work into. Like I don't know, like I love, it's really like, I just think I have a talent for like writing and stuff, and like I don't know, I feel good. Like I really do enjoy it. Like I don't know, like people don't always like laugh the way I expect them to, but like I always feel like I always have a sense of optimism when it comes to like doing this. Like even if I do have a bad set, I'm like it's like I always know why it was bad, and it's because I either wrote it, maybe I needed to just keep writing it, or maybe it was just like the way I said it wasn't, maybe I was like in my head.
Yes.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I really like it, and I always have a sense of optimism, and like I don't know, I wouldn't drive an hour to be on stage for 3 minutes for anything.
Right.
Like, and I literally like do that every week. Like I drive all over the place to be on stage for 3 minutes in front of like 2 people if I'm lucky that aren't comics. And I don't get paid a lot of the time. I made $100 this year doing comedy.
Whoa.
So it lets us know that there's got to be so much more behind it than just the, and we'll get into that, but
This year?
yeah.
In 1 year.
Oh, I was
One-
like, it's
one
only
year.
April. That's pretty good.
Well,
So
maybe
from-
not this
From
year,
April,
5 shows, bro.
you mean in 2019?
but probably I would say in a year.
In a year.
Any given year.
Yeah.
Like probably
For the
about
love.
$100.
For the
I'm
love.
making 3 figures.
You know what? It's not
You're
until
just
you
another
say
100 away from 6, dude.
it's not until you say 3 figures that it really comes into,
Yeah.
you're like $100, but 3 figures. Oh, okay.
I mean, if I win the hat tricks raffle, then a couple more there.
Leveled up.
Game the system.
That'll increase it by like a nice amount, bro. Because like if you go like the first one is $50, that's money. That's more. That's half of 100.
Why do you get on stage, Furman? What's the outcome for you?
I'm a fan of comedy. I don't know. Like I like comedy. Like Micah was saying, I like just being around clubs. I like going to shows. I was already a fan, but like after doing comedy, there's like a greater appreciation of it. And then like for me personally, I'm becoming more of a fan of my own comedy. Like the better I get at it, I'm like, oh my god, this guy like I
You
like
definitely
that.
are your biggest fan, I would say that.
Dude, you gotta be, bro. You
Be your own
gotta be,
hype
bro. Like, man, like, but nah, like, it's just cool to like hear comedy and like just to have my own thoughts and like oh my god, how can I formulate this into something else? And like once I started, I don't know, I have a problem with addictions, so like not in a bad way. Like I do stuff consistently. Like I have like the same, not like I got like the same routine habits from when I was 16 type stuff. So it's like after doing comedy for so long, I was like, oh my god, like I get on stage, I'm like, I love doing this. Like I love talking to people. I love making them laugh because it makes me feel better. And it's like, I don't know, you can't. I gotta keep feeding that urge at this
Yeah.
point.
Does it feel like an addiction?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
She drives
Yeah.
3 hours around town for nothing.
It is like a conversation that you don't know how to end, because you don't know like when it's over. Like I don't know.
That's
Like,
really good though.
Like I don't want to
like
leave if I do bad, because I don't want to be remembered that way, and I don't want to remember the experience that way. But then when I do good, it's like, oh, I could be better though. Like I don't know.
that. You're
Why
like,
did
no,
this
no, no,
stop?
no, no, but wait, I'm really funny. I'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like you don't really know when to like stop.
Have you ever had a set that like was going good, but you didn't have? They gave you like you didn't have enough time and you wanted to keep going more. You're like, I think I could have gotten like 5 more minutes of jokes out.
Yeah, like, or if it's like going good and then you still have time left and then you start another joke and then that one does really bad and then your set's over. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have ended with that. I don't know, like that's happened to me before. Or like the last joke doesn't.
Now you gotta have
That
a fire
last minute,
quote.
I just ruined everything. But like, not really though. I mean, people usually will still tell you you did a good job if like the majority of your set was good.
Yeah,
And like you still feel like I still feel good.
yeah, for sure.
It's free therapy, dude.
It is. Listen, and that's the approach that I make, right? The approach that I'm coming at it from, especially for the listeners. If you tune into the show or this is your first time tuning into the show, I'm telling you, part of bringing together minds that see the world in kind of a way that not the average person sees the world. I'm telling you, I think that's where the talent is, and then being able to bring it to the stage and being able to communicate it to you in such a way that it triggers a laugh. That's what we're doing. We're taking tragedy and adding laughter to it, right?
Yeah.
They said the difference between tragedy and comedy is time. So I don't know, but I am so
Or
so
microphones.
great. True. So grateful to have your ear. For those of you tuning in for the first time, Middle Speak is a show, again, bringing together minds to give us a perspective of the world so we can find balance, and that's what the comedian does. So much more to come from Micah Brown, Kirsty Hayden, and Furman Lee. You're listening to FBRN.US on the Red Stream. All right, so we got a little break. Yay, how you feel? I told you it'd be 20 minutes. You'd be like, okay. So when we, and we're still live on Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook family. How y'all is? Oh, wait. Okay. Somebody said Micah J. Brown is so cute.
Yeah, that's my sister. Dude.
Hi, Hannah Grace.
I'm also her favorite. Oh wait, that's we didn't talk about that on air.
Let's see. If we were so smart, why would we eat plastic? And then Tate Richard says, maybe the plastic feels good on their teeth. I know some people that chew on drinking straws. And those people are dumb. Who?
I
You ever
think they
know?
get it.
I chew on straws sometimes.
The easiest thing you can do is hate.
Is it, bro?
Yeah, give me something.
It's
give me
so
something.
hard for me to hate, bro.
Give me anything, dude.
That shirt, dude?
Batteries,
I
bro.
hate
Batteries, bro. Why do you hate batteries?
Okay, use a plug, bro. Power's
For a
free.
remote, bro.
You're,
For a remote, bro.
You're so like
For my
lazy.
TV remote, bro.
You're so lazy. You can't get up off the couch and turn the television.
No, bro. It's
You have
mounted.
0 friends.
It's mounted,
You
bro.
will-
It's mounted. You can't change the channel. It's
Dude, I
behind
don't
on
care
the
what
side.
you
Gotta go
We're
with the little
jumping right
angle,
to that
bro.
song.
How about the corroding?
Hey, look, we're talking over it, so they won't. Look, that's how I win my dispute.
The corroding of batteries.
They corrode.
They rust. Well, you have lithium batteries which are like rechargeable and they like have like less
You know where
rust, like
lithiums
rust
come from?
percentage. You said what?
You know where lithium comes from?
Where, bro?
So oil, old dinosaur,
Fossil fuels.
fossil fuel. Lithium dinosaur souls.
Look at that.
Is that a restaurant?
Look at that. Yes, we do. Let me announce it to the world where she's going. No. When you know the glass door when you came in, go down that hallway. It's on the right side. Go towards the elevator. It's got a minute. You guys comfortable?
Lord, dude, stay in New Zealand, dude. How about that?
Is that where she's from?
Yeah.
But no
Oh,
one's
sensation.
but no one's successful unless they make it in America, bro.
That's a very U.S.-centric way to say things.
And I'm a
Like,
very like patriotic American, bro.
I feel like in the U.S. though, you're not successful unless you make it into the outside of the U.S.
Oh yeah.
When I see like
Flipped
stars
it on
doing
you.
tours in the outside, I'm like, people know you.
And that's
up
just-
there. Like
30 seconds. But you know who's
about
hardcore?
being into
Like Japan,
Yeah,
places
yeah.
like that. They love American music.
I don't feel that way about Japanese music though.
Right.
Yeah.
When I go to like a Japanese,
Yeah,
like,
K-pop.
like
way
Japanese
better
pop.
than
No.
Hannah, okay, we got 10 seconds. Hannah Grace is your fan, man. All right, here we go.
That's your sister?
Yeah, my older sister. She's got 2 beautiful nieces that are great at soccer.
Welcome back to the Middle Speak Show on the Fishbowl Radio Network. I'm your host, LaTanya Davison, tuning in. Got the comedy hat on today, sitting in on a comedy roundtable with Dallas-Fort Worth up-and-coming comedians Micah Brown, Kirsty Hayden, and Furman Lee. Shout out to everybody out there tuning in. Listen, you know, we want you to support local comedy. Support the local comedians in your city, wherever you are, because these are the people who are, you know, they're putting in time. You know, I've had Marshall Warfield on, I've had Hope Flood on, I've had some of these, you know, more seasoned comedians that have been out. This is how they started, right? This is how Richard Pryor started. This is how Jerry Seinfeld started. It was open mics. It was, you know, putting themselves out into the comedy community and you know, doing the work. And it's not easy. A person getting on the stage and opening up their mind and bringing their perspective of the world so that we can laugh. I mean, yeah, is it a little crazy? Yes. However, it's an art. It really is. You guys agree? It's an art. This is not just foolishness, right? And foolery.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's talk about the Dallas-Fort Worth
It's
comedy
trash.
scene. Oh, dang it, Micah.
Kidding. I love it.
No.
So
You guys are. How long have you been doing comedy at this point?
Since 2017 December. So pretty much 2018.
There you go. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We started like kind of close to the same time.
Same time, and you said you've been doing it for a minute. You,
no, like August. Yeah, when I graduated college, like I say that's when I like full time, like August 7th, like 2017, like a couple months.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the same trajectory.
So it's you know, coming into it. You could have been in LA. You could have been in any city, but you're in Dallas-Fort Worth. Have you guys traveled yet? No travel.
I've been to Denver,
Been in Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seattle, and Portland.
Okay. All right. So you know that's gonna come, but it's like you guys are like, to me, the future of Dallas-Fort Worth, as far as comedy is concerned. Do you see that? You guys are gonna be the foundation.
I suck.
Well, get better, dude. You've got a lot of people writing on you, all right?
What
Future generations to come.
What are you guys? What does a comedy community require? What does it need to be to support up and coming comedians?
Open
Mics.
Open mics.
Good open
Mics.
mics though. Like,
Mics.
What
Like-
constitutes a good open mic?
I mean,
Normal people show up.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
If you can
And
get
free
people
drinks for the performers. Shout out to Mana
I
at
think,
Twilight, Fort
yeah,
Worth.
I want to give a shout out to Mana's Tin Panther because she does the workshops.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even care about the crowd for that one, but it's just nice to have like that workshop. Also, Build a Bit workshop is like,
Yes.
like those are really good things to have. Those make a good community.
It's pretty much a free class.
It's a free workshop class,
Yeah.
bro.
Because
People-
it's
people
really
give you a good
expensive to do
Mhm.
classes.
Yeah.
And like those are, they're not as, I mean, you're kind of like learning from other people that are kind of on your level most of the time, but y'all can bounce ideas off each other, and that's always really helpful.
For sure.
Because other people just have a different way of looking at things that maybe you didn't see before.
True.
Um,
you know, so you guys, I imagine you've watched comedians in cars getting coffee, the kind
Yeah.
So, you know, on one of the episodes, Steve Harvey said that he does not think that there should be a class. Like, he thinks that if you have to go to a class to do comedy, maybe you should not be in comedy.
Well,
I
I
disagree
think
with
if he should stay off game shows if he's gonna have so much dogmatic, you know, opinions on comedy.
Yeah, I think classes are good because, like, for instance, I did the class because I just was wanting to like practice stuff in front of a smaller group of people because I didn't know anything about open mics and I thought that they were gonna be like super big crowds, and I was like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it and I saw it's like the opposite of that, but I didn't know. Like, the class is like a good way to just like practice your material with other people who are kind of like lost, like they've never done it before. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's either or. I don't know. Like I get what like Steve's saying, like, but I once had that standpoint, and then like I hear what people talk about in classes and like how they learn through it, and it's like we're all. I feel like if you're doing comedy, you're a student of comedy, and like from that standpoint, it's like the class isn't bad, but like there's nothing wrong with going to open mics. It's gonna be like iffy, 50-50 on the same side.
What is the class really, though?
No, you're just writing and getting feedback.
No, not from your point of view. It's a way for somebody with some credits to get some money from entry level people.
I see that sometimes, and that's why I
And
personally haven't taken a
they're
class.
paying their bills, you know.
That's why I don't take classes. But it's like for someone who has a passion for comedy, who wants to do comedy and learn something, why not? Like,
Yeah, no, they generally it's somebody who has credits, so they do have something good to offer. And if you don't know anything, they're gonna be better than.
or if you know a
nothing.
little,
Yeah.
like you can. I can't. Steve Martin has like a master class just for $95, and it's like 25 videos of like hours of like just knowledge from a goat in the game.
Yeah.
Like, who would not pay for that? I would pay for that at this point. Still,
And Steve Martin's getting older, and he needs the money.
he does.
You know,
Yeah, I'm glasses in the video.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is another thing about Micah. Micah will say something, and I'm like, I just sit back. I'm like,
Firmly your
Yup.
stances, bro.
because you know, and I think it's all those things. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
It's all those things. I look at comedy as a one-man sport, and I do think that you can have a coach.
Mhm.
You know, I think that coaching is more of like that kind of like molding you to be what you need to be, as opposed to where like if I teach a class and be like, this is the way I did it and
Yeah.
this is how I do it, you still are going to have to find your own way whether you pay money or not. It's almost like you still have to work it out, right?
Yeah. Classes are not going to make you good,
Yeah.
but it's just like a way to learn.
Yeah.
Like,
You didn't
Just
know
like-
there was any other way, and
Yeah.
now you do. because you
yeah,
took a class.
it's just like a way to get like some feedback that maybe you won't get for free by just going to a mic.
There it
Unless
is.
you're really good at talking to people.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. Like, you know, like
Most of us aren't.
And it takes,
Yeah.
and even that, like, and then like another thing is like, comics don't even give you feedback. Like, it's a thing here in the DFW community where it's kind of is a communal vibe where like people will give you feedback. People will like tell you if you had a good set. They'll tell you where they think you should work. But even then, like we're all introverts at the end of the day, and I feel like that's why a lot of us do comedy. And like, so a lot of people won't even talk to you for a while unless they see you. Like this one comic when I first came into the scene, we talked one time, and then like 3 months later, he dabbed me up again, dude. He's like, "Nah, I can have a real conversation with you." And I was like,
yeah,
"What, bro?"
You do get a lot of that, and it's kind because it's kind of like a job. Like,
Guilty.
yeah, it's like a job though. Like I know where I work. Like I've worked at places for like 2 years before, and like I don't talk to any of the new people that come in because I'm
Yeah.
like, how long is this one gonna last? It's kind of the same.
I don't want to get close to you because you could leave. No.
Well,
No, seriously. I had a comic tell me that. I had a comic said he's been in this scene for 5 years, and he's seen comics jump in the game. Comics were funny, and then they just had some life event pop up and they quit, or they just
Yeah.
quit,
Or
they
they
moved to
move.
New York, they moved to
Yeah.
LA, or they just moved to another scene. Some of them still do comedy, some don't. And he's like, oh, these people are like friends and family. So if I'm gonna open up to you in this weird space, in this open space, because like we're seeing these same, like I see Micah, like I see Kirsty like at least 3 times a week.
Right.
Like, and I look forward to doing comedy while I'm at work. So
Right.
it's like, if you're in a scene, I get it, and that's so like I'd rather take a class if you're gonna go to the standpoint of like looking for instant feedback from people who have like some recognition of actually doing a do.
yeah.
So, but when you get the feedback, and I'm just gonna put this out there, like, what has comedy done for y'all's self-esteem? Do you have times where you guys are like, you feel good and you get that feedback, or do you feel the high, and then if you don't get the feedback, you're in a slump? It's just me.
A
Okay,
lot,
all right.
of the
that's
feedback I don't use because no one's as funny as I am. But
Touche.
on the rare account that it does help, it feels really good because it's like a new perspective on something you're stuck in. Like I look at a bit as like you're trying to like weave in and out and like, and then you hit a a point where you're like, I can't do anything else, and then someone
Yeah.
comes up and is like, hey man, here's a door, let me open it for you.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Well, do you guys, and all of you work at a comedy club?
Yeah.
Is it that you wanted to be immersed in the world of?
Oh, I like to pay bills.
Yeah, I like
Well,
I like
that-
the money.
Yeah,
Well,
also.
unfortunately, like we have to have a job, you know, besides stand up, because like I said, $100 a year. Don't mean to brag, but
And even if you're not trying to,
Balling, not balling.
that's
Yeah.
like 1 week of living, maybe,
Oh,
without
man.
rent.
and,
That's just no. That's nothing.
That's
okay,
nothing.
like
Yeah, I was gonna
we
say, I've
need
lived
jobs.
through 100,
Why
bro.
not work why not work in like your field? You know, because it's kind of like anything.
true.
Like
Yeah.
you're basically working in your field if you
That's
work at
true.
a comedy club.
That's true.
And
No,
they pay
they-
you to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I get paid to learn comedy, bro.
Yeah, and like
Don't
if
pay
they
you
need
to
a
stop.
last minute spot fill and they see you first, like get
Or if,
that.
you, or if you've had like some good days on a job, they're like, dude, you want a guest spot? And you're like, I got 5 in my back pocket. Let's
And
go.
it's,
Like,
Yeah.
You know, famous comedians, or not even famous, but just peers, levels above you,
Yeah.
are in and out of there. So you see a lot of faces coming in and out, and shake hands, and rub
Yeah.
shoulders,
and
Exactly. You get to meet you get to meet cool people.
and
And then-
networking.
and they understand, like once they understand, they see your comic, they're like, oh, you're really trying to get into it. Cause like I'm not, I work at the clubs, like not just for money and not just to see comedy, but it's also like stand to the standpoint of how can you have a good scene. And like in LA and New York, where like people think of comedy, like the comics are like the doormen. They're doing everything. They're doing XYZ because like you're doing whatever it takes to make sure the scene's running. And like if the club managers are helping me out, why not help them out on the back end?
True.
Yeah.
True. Do you guys feel supported in Dallas Fort Worth? Do you feel like it's a supportive community?
I think it's too
General.
supportive.
Yeah, for sure.
Too supportive?
Yeah.
Too supportive.
Can it
You know,
be too
It
supportive?
needs to be
Getting
more
soft,
cut. It needs to be more
Feel
cutthroat.
soft.
You want it to be like New York? You want to be like you got to pay your dues?
Denver, there's only one comedy club, like Comedy Works, and it's a little cliquey, dude. A lot of frowns, upside down, upside down smiles over there, dude.
Yeah. Do you think that? Do you feel supported? I guess I know you feel supported amongst. I know you feel supported amongst one another. You guys are like a cohort, right? You guys have all come into comedy at the same
Yeah.
time. Do you feel supported by the vets, or do you feel like the
Yeah.
veteran comedians are like, nah, y'all gotta pay your dues. You ain't, you know.
I
Wait
think
till you
they're-
come up, young buck.
I haven't seen that much of that yet, but I do feel like they are supportive. I don't know though about the other side of that. I'm sure there's a little bit of like animosity towards new comics that get really good spots when there's like people that have been here longer. I don't know, animosity is a strong word, but I'm sure like they can't help. I mean,
had to
that's
think about what
human,
that
you
Pretty
know. Like,
fitting.
I know that, I don't know, like, you want to be happy for the new people, but at the same time, I mean, you're probably like, I've been doing this for 5 years, like, why are you opening for this really big comic? Like, I don't know.
Do you think?
I'm sure there's a little bit of that.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that we don't. Micah, you're so outspoken. You answer this, but
Yeah.
why do people think that it's not okay for someone who might not have been doing it that long to be funnier
Well,
than someone who's been doing it for a long time, or more
It's-
naturally inclined to
It's
do comedy?
ego, dude, and we're all a bunch of narcissists.
Duh.
It's part of being a comedian. Like, you're a performer, you want people to see you, you think you're the best, and it's ego, it's narcissism, and then you see someone you don't think is as good as you get something you want,
There it is.
and then but the way to approach that issue is, if you see someone who has something you want, you just ask them how they got it.
Yeah.
Don't hate them for having it.
Yeah,
No.
a good quote is, no, you don't have to blow out someone else's candle to make yours shine brighter or something like that. There's a quote along those
Y'all
lines.
see
No,
all
I
this
get you.
positivity in here?
No, because like
Look at this.
no, this is like this just to speak on like the older comics, because like I know the candle quote.
Yeah.
Like, this does tie into it, but it's like the older comics. There is like a pay your dues mindset, because there's like a lot to that. Like after being in it for a while, I kind of understand the pay your dues thing, because like 3 months in, 3 weeks into it, I was like, I don't get it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
but then like you learn, you're like, yeah, these people don't want to give you spots. It's like, I'll give you a spot, but like, will I be able to keep giving you spots? Will you, like, how longevity are you still going to be here? And so, like, for the older comics, that's how they think about it. Like,
Right.
what type of comic are you? Are you just here at the mics? Are you just the mics just douching around, just getting drunk? Are you just doing that, goofing off? Like, so, like, I get the pay your dues mindset, but, like, it's like they are candles that are willing to let your candle be lit, because some of them, you're like, I like talking, like, I'll drop names like Wes Corwin, like LeBron Wright.
He's the worst.
They're the best, bro, because, like, they're willing, like, if you go up to them and, like, you ask the right questions, they'll be like, yeah, do this. Or, like, you ask them to watch your set, they'll listen to your set, and they'll be like, yeah, I didn't like this, but I get why this is funny. It's not, like, and they'll tell you, and, like, and it, like, helps you craft to get better.
Yeah.
So it's in a can, like, the quote goes, like, with one candle you can light 1,000 candles, like with one, like, the flame of one candle. So it's like, it's kind of cool, like, and then you don't have to blow out the candle. So it's like there's a flip side to each one.
So you know why I asked you guys in here, so I could capture you when you're feeling great and you're so positive and you're like, oh my God, comedy's wonderful, these people are great.
We love candles.
Give it 2 years and then have you come back and we'll see if you're in the same
2 years
mindset.
from now or 2 years.
Oh, no, I
from
still
now?
hate it.
2 years from now.
Okay.
We'll see if we
I'm
burned
putting
out
you
your
in my
candles.
calendar right now.
Yeah.
Booked for 2 years.
Dude, make the
I can
poster
say
now.
that.
So listen, so you guys, matter of fact, Kirsty and Micah have shows tonight. So I want to make sure people know how to follow you, kind of jump on board, jump on your bandwagon, and then let them know where you're going to be. Kirsty.
Yeah, tonight in Denton at J&J's Pizza. I have a show at 8 p.m. and then there's a second show at 10 p.m. And that's really all that I know of until June, when stand up roundup starts up. Stand up round. Whatever.
Is that a song now?
I don't know that competition.
Stand up, round up.
Yeah, I'll be in there too, but that starts in June. I'm not too sure what the dates are for that yet. So that's really all I got.
Social media.
On Instagram, it's Kirsty Hayden.
Hey, 2 Y's.
3 Y's.
3 Y's.
Whoa.
3
Hey.
Y's. That's
wow.
and yeah, Kirsty, Kirstie, Hayden. And then I'm on Twitter. I've actually changed my handle to KRST_1. You can follow me on there.
Smart.
Simplify. Simplify.
And on Facebook, don't add me on Facebook. I have too many friends on there. I need to make a Facebook like page.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, she's to me, like I said, go to Fran Drescher and then go to the Kirsty Hayden clip on YouTube, and I'm telling you, this is like Fran Drescher 2.0, but funny to me, like much funny. Micah, where you at? What you got?
So tonight I'm going to be performing for Gretch Yo, Destination Unknown comedy show. It's going to start at BBC. It's going to be on a bus. It's going to be a pub crawl. And in between the pubs, we're going to be performing comedy. All right? It's a great idea. I want to eventually move from bus shows to maybe on a plane, and then
What about
get my
horseback?
way onto a cruise ship.
Oh.
Horseback would be going backwards.
Horseback would it be?
Yeah, that's
What
they
about,
invented
like-
buses after horses.
People like, oh, we're moving to the technological
Yeah, I want
format.
to.
Okay.
I want to end up on a cruise ship, not on
Industrialization
a
joke.
horse,
Oh well then.
so I can
Well,
hate
no,
on
water-
dolphins in front
water,
of them.
like, cruising-
Speak truth to power.
Cruising on the water is past for some of us, Micah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
That's going backwards.
That's going backwards.
Yeah, it's going backwards. All right, here we go. Wakanda forever. No, but anyways, let folks know your social media.
My name is Micah Brown. So Instagram and Twitter is Micah_bro_WN.
Micah Bro.
Micah Bro.
That's
WN.
awesome. Because the bro that's your stick, man. That's your
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Bro.
It's me.
Look, bro. It's all soup,
It's all soup.
right? I
Dolphin
urge.
soup.
Dolphin soup. Dolphin soup. It's awesome.
Brushes.
Listen,
That's my
and,
favorite one right now.
Let me tell
I
you-
just heard that for the first time at BBC. That was
Oh,
good.
really?
and I'm gonna tell you guys something. That to me is the telltale sign of when you find that thing, when it's your shtick, when it's your thing,
Yeah.
and people are quoting it. That's it. That's the truth right there. Anybody leaves your set, leaves, and then it's a running joke. That's how you know what's what, right? I'm never gonna think about going to the GYN the same, right? Because of your joke. It's the way it is, right? Dudes are gonna think about washing their hands when they leave the bathroom. They're gonna be like,
They don't do.
but they're gonna lie about it, right? You'll be like, no, I wash my hands, right? You guys have that thing. Any shows coming up for you and social media, all that good stuff?
Nah, that's the bad part about comedy. It's not that consistent at the beginning, so
Right.
no shows stayed casted. I'm like knowing comedy clubs across the nation right now. So stay posted. Follow me on Instagram. I guess that's cool. At firmly FURMLEE. And I tweet things sometimes at me duh. That's MEDU, 3 H's, 3 U's and an H, me, duh. Don't worry, the name Antoine is just my alias.
Roll
Yeah.
of threes, dude.
And
Roll
don't
of
find me
threes.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dude, nah, but your meme game is on point though.
Hey, people send me fire memes and I just share them with the world.
So it's not from the mind of Furman.
I'm
These
like-
You're not searching them out.
No, I don't search. Sometimes, I have conversations with people. I have friends. All we do is send memes to each other. That's how we keep in contact. Or some of the kids that I mentor for volunteer services. They're really into memes. That's why I get that laugh when people are like, "Oh my god, that meme's so absurd." I'm like, a 13-year-old sent me this, dude. Was you think I'm messed up? No, this kid is.
I am actually that makes me really nervous because I have a 13-year-old son and he sits on Instagram looking at memes all day.
Dude, you should be happy he's not on Reddit or something
I don't
Instagram has filter memes. Instagram memes are
Okay, so it goes by the age.
It
You
happens
can't.
No,
on
it's just
Twitter
Insta-
first, then it filters.
it happens on Reddit first,
Reddit and
then Twitter, and then Instagram.
So I need
And
to
then
go home and
everything
do a
makes it to
phone
Facebook.
check, is what you're saying. I basically need to go
Or if
home
he's
and do
good,
a
a phone check wouldn't do anything.
Phone
to be
check won't do
honest.
I mean, if he's smart,
If he's
there's
smart,
nothing you can do.
bro.
But I'm smarter. I've been there since before we got the internet.
And
What?
that's why you
but
don't
he
get it.
grew up with it.
He grew up with it. They were raised together. He's the internet's
He's
that
probably
little
smarter
puppy.
than all four of us.
It's possible. Smarter than a dolphin, at least.
For
At
sure.
least
for
smarter
sure.
than a dolphin.
Does he eat plastic? No. Okay. Does he have 5 fingers on both hands? Yes. Okay.
Does he have
doing good.
hands?
He's on point.
Yeah.
He does eat plastic, so maybe a little couple
Okay, well.
couple nuggets short of a 6-piece there, Micah.
A lot of people love dolphins.
Man, listen, you guys are. I am grateful to you. Kirsty's got to get up to Denton. You got to get out to Dallas,
Dallas,
and
ABC.
I just want to say thank you so much. You guys look for them on social media. They are the new faces of comedy, Dallas Fort Worth, and listen, thank you. Thanks, y'all. Okay,
Thank you.
Middle Speak family, we are not done yet. Second hour of Middle Speak is coming up. Thank you guys
Thank you.
for having to get on the way. I'm gonna drop some music here. Let's take a picture right quick. Let me put a song on. Please.
How are you dealing with doing a buzz show and working?
I don't work as a comedian
Oh, really?
at Hyenas. I work as a tour guide because they want to fire me. Are the mics off?
Mics are off, except for you on Facebook Live. It's okay.
I'll talk to you
No,
later.
we look. Go back a couple shows. We have said.
But anyway,
I don't. It is on Facebook.
no.
But you can
I
see
think I
it.
get what you're saying. But yeah, it's a different. I'm not. I'm a tour guide.
Are we doing the picture out
Yeah, that's what I think we're talking about.
Hi, this is Amber of Fort Worth, Texas, and you're listening to Fishbowl Radio Network.
Y'all ready? Let's get it. Good to meet you, Miss Celine. All right, y'all. Who this? Who this? This you? That you? Happy birthday! I forgot to shout out your birthday, man.
Oh no, my
Bye,
birthday. I
y'all.
keep my
Safe
birthday
travels.
low key.
Thank
Like,
you.
all I'm doing for my birthday is like getting Denny's, getting free food.
Getting
all day.
Denny's, going Denny's. They
Yeah.
still get free dinner,
Yeah.
Denny's.
I showed up at midnight last year, and they were like, "What are you here for?" I was like, "Get my free food."
Get my damn food.
ID in hand.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Holler at me. We'll be in touch. Hey, you want to call in? I literally have nothing. I have no topic, nothing going on in my life right now. Yeah. I don't know. I literally could just play music for the rest of the time because I have nothing. And talk, and then do what? Like for the first time, like not have a, just not do nothing, just stay on FBRN and come off alive. Yeah, that's what Howard does. I'm coming off of Facebook Live though. Because I can't play the music. Remember? On Facebook, I don't. I have no topic. I know I'm supposed to always have one, but I don't have one. You know what I mean? Okay. Damn, you can't stop, huh? I'm playing Riders on the Storm right now. The long version. I don't know. I don't watch the news. Oh shoot! I don't have an intro going. Hold on.